ArcheAge Chronicles is Axel Games' follow-up to the original ArcheAge, and they just dropped their second developer Q&A in the Discord. This one's worth paying attention to, because they went straight for the biggest question marks hanging over the game. Is this even an MMO anymore? The devs said it out loud. ArcheAge Chronicles is an online action RPG, not a traditional MMORPG built around large-scale combat. Players share the same persistent world, but you can complete every dungeon and core activity solo or with a party. Each character has their own story and progression. And here's the part that actually matters. During the focus group test, players told the devs the game felt more like a single-player or a co-op RPG than an MMO. The developers acknowledged that. They said the test was built to validate solo gameplay and the early open-world experience. So a lot of the MMO interactions weren't fully showcased. That's a fair explanation, but it's also a hedge. The dev's vision stated is to blur the line between solo and multiplayer, solo without feeling pressured, but you can jump into 20-player raids and open world bosses whenever you want. Blur the line is doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence. Either the MMO content is meaningfully integrated into the core loop, or it's a side menu players can skip. Those are two very different games. The real question is whether a solo-friendly MMO is a genuine design innovation, or just the marketing language for we build a co-op RPG with raids bolted on. So if the genre identity is still being figured out, what about the money? Because that answer was a lot more straightforward. Buy to play with optional cosmetics. No pay to win. That's the model. After what the original ArcheAge cash shop did to that game, buy to play with cosmetics is the only model that rebuilds trust. But everyone says that. I won't believe it until I see it. There's also the cultural gap. Korean developers don't always view pay to progress as a pay to win. So the definition of cosmetic only might stretch once the game needs more revenue. Now the combat. The developers want action combat that's easy to pick up but has depth over time. Each weapon gets its own distinct style, unique mechanics, combos, dodge and parry, stamina management. The targeting system is non-targeting at its core. Lock-on and soft auto-lock are optional assists that only help with the projectile direction. The hitbox still has to physically connect for an attack to land. Here's where it gets pretty honest. The focus group test feedback said weapons felt sluggish because of attack and recovery timings, and combo chaining felt too restrictive. The developers owned it. They said refining weapon responsiveness and timing is now one of their top priorities, and that's very good, because sluggish combat in an action RPG is a death sentence. Admitting the problem is a step one. Actually fixing it is the hard part. A non-targeting with optional lock-on is a smart middle ground, but the focus group test targeting assist was inconsistent, especially with range weapons against multiple enemies. Developers said they're fixing target selection and camera behavior, so that's on the radar. The weapon identity is the right design pillar. The question is execution. Every action game promises each weapon feels unique, and most of them ship 4 weapons that play the same with the different particle effects. Alright, so combat needs work and they know it. What about PvP? Because that answer was pretty interesting. PvP is a post-launch focus. Devs said their top priority right now is a PvE, combat and open world exploration. PvP comes after launch. The plans are trade route conflicts, coliseum-style arena content, and enhanced justice system. Higher level trade zones get more competitive naturally. Translation, PvP isn't ready and they know it. And honestly, this one stings. Is it even an ArcheAge without PvP? That's the franchise's backbone. Hearing it pushed post-launch killed most of my interest in the game, even though I kinda expected it. The whole direction feels like they're chasing the console market, and we know that console players don't really like the open world PvP in the same way that the small group of PvP enjoyers on PC do. Saying it's post-launch focus is honest, but it also means launch players are buying a game with half its content pipeline still on the whiteboard. The trade route PvP is the ArcheAge DNA. If they nail that, the wait could be worth it. If it ships half-baked, it's pretty much another original ArcheAge tragedy. But exploration, this is where the news gets cute. Exploration got the best feedback in the entire focus group testing. No waypoint markers, forcing you from objective to objective. NPC conversations give you hints about where to go, and you set your own goals and explore at your own pace. Unexpected events along the way lead to organic growth and progression. The devs did acknowledge that movement is still restricted in certain areas. They're working on traversal and environmental design. NPC-driven exploration over GPS-style quest tracking is a strong design choice. The risk is it becomes walking direction and hope something happens. without enough density of events to make it feel alive. So the exploration is strong, PvP is a question mark. What about the stuff that made original ArcheAge actually special? The live content. And this is where the news get generally good. Housing isn't going to be instanced. The devs killed the speculation directly. Players own and customize homes in the shared MMO world. You show them off, you visit friends' homes. Same model as the original ArcheAge. This is a big deal. Every modern MMO has been moving towards instance housing because it's easier to engineer. But ArcheAge open world housing is still my favorite housing system in any MMO. Hearing it stay non-instance hits different. That shared world presence is what made the original feel alive, and keeping it preserved, the social fabric every other MMO threw out, gotta give them credit for that. The trade runs are back to hand-owned transport of regional goods by wagon, some core loops as the original. The new edition is wider variety of dynamic events and unexpected encounters along trade routes. But here's my question, are trade runs even interesting without PvP? The original ArcheAge trade runs were fun because of the risk. You're hauling goods across hostile territory and anyone can jump you. Strip out the PvP and it's just delivery minigame. The life skills are confirmed across the board. Housing, gathering, cooking, crafting, farming, trade. The devs are refining these systems to integrate naturally with the character progression and player-driven economy. And gliders. Gliders and mounts are confirmed. And gliders specifically got overwhelmingly positive response during the focus group testing and across the social media, because they are a huge part of the original game. The developers plan to build on that strength and improve the friends and party system for a smoother multiplayer. A glider, trade runs, open world housing, and the full life skill grind. This is definitely sounding like ArcheAge identity, surviving the transition. The question mark over the MMO label matters a lot less when the actual MMO systems are this committed to the original formula. Alright, it's the last block, a quickfire round on the technical stuff. Controller support is full official for keyboard, mouse and console controllers, with key mapping improvements coming. FOV adjustments is confirmed. The focus group test max FOV got heavy feedback, and the devs acknowledged that camera distance and viewpoints have a major impact on gameplay. A top priority fix. The motion sickness reports from the testing were low. FOV and camera adjustment options are coming, plus motion blur and camera shake toggles. Pretty much standard features on any game. Now, the developers' 3 priorities coming out of this testing: expand MMO content and systems for more natural player interactions, refine combat to showcase each weapon's unique playstyle, improve quality of life features and overall optimization. I think priority 1 is the right call. If the game feels a single player, the MMO label doesn't matter. Expanding interaction systems is the make or break fix. The priority 2 depends entirely on the execution. Owning the sluggish combat feedback is the step 1. Actually fixing weapon timings and combo flow is the hard part. The priority 3 is table stakes. Quality of life and optimization should always be a priority, not the headline. The priority list tells you what the developers are worried about, and they are worried about the exact right things here: MMO identity question and the combat feel. It's a different question, can they actually deliver on those? So I want to hear from you. Did the online action RPG, not MMORPG, answer kill your hype? Or does solo friendly with MMO features sound exactly like what you want from a modern ArcheAge game? Drop your take in the comments. Thanks for the time. See you in the next one. Back to the grind.